you. I hope you're doing fantastic. I wanted to make this video for you as a guidance regarding the exact topic I have been talking about on our Sunday empowerment, weekly empowerment messages. And I mentioned there that the challenging times pre-May is returned back again, or will be returning back again. And literally, since yesterday, I have been dealing with the identical situation pre-May with the identical vicious narcissist, which I have been talking about for, for the last several months, like before May, right? Like there was like literally 3 times, like round and round, like 3 times these attacks by these group of vicious narcissists. And dun, 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 they have achieved during this period exactly what their aim was. And now we have one more addition to the triplicate of these group of narcissists. Now we have 4. And that includes a professor, an associate professor, now becoming apparently a professor, full professor, and then feeling like, and that's where the ego is coming in, feeling like they can actually now do whatever the heck they want because the professor title. So this is so interesting because once that person was an associate professor, the language that this person was using was literally like these vicious narcissists, the group, like very kind and sweet and like an angel. And now you could really see, I am stunned since yesterday morning. I'm totally stunned. And I do hope that this person runs to this video while that person is researching or whatever the heck, or maybe she already did. And by the way, I have always been saying that I am 100% not this girl power person. So I will get to this in a second, but let's finish that train of thought. So once this person became a full professor, apparently during this period, the tone of voice, the tone of writing, and the audacity and the inner poison is literally like day and night. It's like a valley and then an Everest is like day and night. And this angel and the sweet, I mean, this is such these love bombing. I have been talking yesterday to somebody and explaining to that, and I will make another video on this because this is so important to understand. Like many people, including the fake psychologists, don't understand and never talk about how these they always talk about the love bombing, and the narcissist man does love bombing, or the narcissist woman does love bombing. These love bombings are occurring in narcissists, period. It doesn't have to be in a romantic relationship. I literally explained that, and the person totally understood what I was talking about, because when the person is love bombing that another person, who that person wants to have the other person into their corner, the first step is the love bombing. And then the second stage is that the person is unable to, psychologically unable to say anything against this person, because the guilt is going to be the next stage, because the love bombing, the over exaggerated angel like figure this orchestrated angel-like actions and love and care is being provided, causes the other person to have guilt, not being able to say anything against this person, and even disregard and even blindfolded about that person. And again, this has nothing to do with just love relationships. This is very well a narcissism structure, period. This can apply for within siblings, within colleagues, within boss and employee. This can apply to anyone at any stage, at any level. It does not, again, doesn't have to be a love relationship. That's why you have to be so careful and be awake, if and because then you can see when something they achieve, then the inner poison comes out. And I'm not wanting, I don't want this to having turn into a hatred, full of hatred type of video, but more that you can understand that there's not only the explanation by these fake psychologists are so wrong, and it's just literally most of the fake psychologists are also narcissists themselves. Of course they don't want to give away their tips and tricks, and that's what I'm saying. This person now addendum to the 3 vicious narcissists are now, exactly after getting the full professor position, become this evil person, which everyone was thinking the entire time this person was an angel. And in fact, as I mentioned before, that group leader of these 3 narcissists, vicious narcissists, is also faking an angel and does the love bombing to the person who I try to help, but being blocked out by these people. Now we have an addendum of a full professor, associate professor turning into full professor, and feel like now she can. It's just surreal, but it's real. And unfortunately, this is in a way that, okay, anything can be very important to anyone, but this is not, I mean, I don't care. You can attack me as much as you like. I don't care. I know who I am. I know my status. I know what I know. I know all my background. Nobody can take that away from me. But the problem here is another person, an elderly, is a senior, is suffering under this. Can you imagine? And that professor does that. Can you imagine? This is actually real stuff, guys. This is real stuff. If a full professor actually is now, by doing this or thinking or have audacity to do that, and the not to mention the other group of nonsensical people have nothing to do with science or medicine or anything like that, but still faking that they know everything, right? And that's also typical narcissists, right? They know everything. In fact, that angel, love bombing angel, is an engineer, is a journalist, is a psychologist, is a medical doctor, is a scientist, is a cook, is a, I don't know, dietitian. It goes on. It goes on and on. And it's so nice and perfect in marketing and selling that everyone in this love bombing, and everyone cannot say a word. But when you point it out, you're the bad person. So the reason why I'm saying that is I literally wanted to just went off the tangent for 10 minutes, exactly 10 minutes, 10 minutes. But I wanted to say that because this is literally the proof of what I told you will happen this week in the Sunday Live, on our Sunday Empowerment. I said this will happen. And I literally said to you that I was scared, like literally for like couple of weeks, that I'm very scared that this will happen. I will not want to go back there. And it did come back, identical and with an addendum. So my inner royalty circle, where we continue to do privately our journal with me challenge sessions. Today, day 15 days to go. We are doing this together privately with Amber is a circle member, and we do it privately, and we can dive a little bit more, and I can dive a little bit more deeper to the specifics and give you additional techniques based on your situation. So the more we can join together, and if you're interested in that, the $47 offer is now closed, but you still can join for $97 just to watch the replays. No Zoom calls, but just to watch the replays. Do it on your own pace and keep the journal yourself and with your own pace, because the next cohort with full bonuses, full Zoom calls, full personalized and personal support will be opening in February 2026. The price will be much higher because all the bonuses included, and we get to the price that it deserves. However, when you get in now, you can be locked in and the price will not increase for you. So once you're in, you can get the benefit of watching all the replays, but also get locked in once we have the new cohort, and then you get all the benefits, all the bonuses, all my support and live Zoom calls, and dive a little bit more, give you more tips and tricks that I don't share here and publicly. And that's how you will be able to benefit even further. So if you're interested in that, you can definitely get in. You can get in at any time, literally get it now, because the countdown of my birthday has started. We have less than 1 month to go, and so for my birthday we are actually doing a lot of great stuff. So I encourage you to join. And the reason why I'm saying this is because literally yesterday I was able to process everything and bring all, otherwise I could eat the wall. Like I was so angry and was so like I couldn't believe my eyes. Like I couldn't believe that email. I couldn't believe her words. I couldn't believe her like becoming from night to light, the dark, like from the day to night. I just couldn't believe it. And the words and the legal, and that's what narcissists don't understand. Narcissists don't understand. They think they know everything, okay? But they don't understand who. That's why I focus on empowerment, because these people literally don't, for example, when it comes to me, they don't understand who they're messing with. I swear. And so these people here, the people who are stealing my work, MJ and the psychologist and the German tarot reader and whatever the heck, like they don't really know and don't understand who they're messing with. And this professor too. And she throws in some very, like, I mean, I can sue the heck out of her. And that's what they don't understand. The like she thinks she can manipulate me and scare me off or whatever the heck. And I'm like, dude, what is this? Like, what? This is so trash. Not only it's trash, but this is legally very dangerous and ethically horrendous. Like, I am stunned. I've never seen anything like this. I'm in science for 25 plus years, almost 26 years now. And I have been like only working like for the 25 years because I'm medical scientist, like with MDs all the time. And then directly for patients with for the last 12 plus almost 13 years now, and I've never seen anything like this. I mean, and she sold herself as this high quality, this wow, amazing person. I couldn't believe my eyes. And so now, after 16 minutes now, I'm telling you the purpose of this video is to give you just to give a like understanding of this, probably something similar of what haven't happened to challenging time pre-May may have happened this week or will happen. Or do you feel, if you feel something like this very, very, very bad, vicious, horrible, whatever, challenging, like power play, right? With the Pluto is the power play, the yeah, I am the boss. No, I am the boss. Like I am, it's my saying, you know, if you feel anything at any area of your life, anything like that, a power play, a power struggle, a viciousness, a something that challenges you, something that challenges you. It doesn't have to be one-on-one relationships or personal relationships or with anybody. It can be, let's say you had challenges of paying your bills, you had challenges of, I don't know, with the bank, or you had challenges with work, with your boss, with your colleagues, or within your project, whatever that was. Then you had probably from May up until now a little bit more. Okay, relax. Okay, fine. Okay, and now that what I'm saying is that is back. Again, challenge with the bank, challenge with the boss, challenge with the project, challenge with work, challenge finding work, challenge, I don't know, with the neighbor, with the home, with the house, with the landlord, whatever it is. If you feel anything like this, experience this right now, then this, I wanted to do a guidance on how can you overcome successfully this challenging time. I needed this, and I thought, well, let me do it as for my subscribers and members and myself, as always, not for the entire world, not for the trolls, not for the stealers, not for the fake astrologers, fake tarot readers who steal my work, but for me, my subscribers and members who are going through this, okay? And if you haven't already, subscribe and hit the bell so that you can get informed and that you don't miss my posts as well, because in my post section and in my Instagram and in my blog and on my VIP e-newsletter, I'm posting a lot of informative posts, so don't miss those, right? And if you're subscribed to my e-newsletter, you will be in the VIP group and get much more out of my offers and a lot of like information, etc., that I'm sharing with my VIP members, VIP subscribers. But my inner circle members, my inner royalty circle members, get the most out of me, out of everything. So hop in there, draygenshahin.com/courses, click on Inner Royalty and enroll, and we will love to have you. Okay, so 2011, now we get started. So I cannot make this stuff up because literally yesterday, I don't know where I got this information or where I saw this. Was it in a card? Was it in a YouTube video, not YouTube video, kind of a serial or whatever that I'll watch. Something I remember seeing the information that, be joyful through this, be happy through this. Was it this morning? Where did I saw this? Where did I hear this? I heard it. That's why I remember, because literally the message is identical. And guess what? We have back to back, we have for all 5 cards, 3 rune cards. And when when you follow me for some time, really you know that when you get my rune cards, when my rune cards come out, this means it's very, very powerful. Of course it is, because we are talking about this gigantic transformation for the next 18 years, okay? And so this is so critical right now. Maybe it will set how we can just go about the next 18 years, because it will be on. It will be very, very on. And I don't know how much energy I have for that. So this is really, really, you can tell like how tired I am, because I literally did journaling twice yesterday, because I had to do pre-recording for today's. So I did one live and I did in the evening the second round. So it was so important for me. But even though I did 2 times these entire blueprint techniques plus the journaling twice, I had a really hard time sleeping because it bothered me to my core. And you can tell by my eyes and my entire face, I'm very, very tired and exhausted it's not easy to get attacks by vicious narcissists, because now I'm thinking, and beside, I couldn't do work at all yesterday, and today I had an appointment, had my annual eye exam, and still seeing blurry, and so maybe that's also a little bit because I have a hard time seeing, but yes, I see fine, but it's just still a little bit blurry, so hopefully next few hours will go away. So, and it's very challenging, because now you have to think about plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D, how to go about it. That's at least how I do it, because then I have the perfect strategy to counterattack, which people just totally how do I say, misjudge, okay, that who they're dealing with. And so again, we have 2 rune cards, and first is literally Venjo, one of my favorites. Venjo, joy, harmony, fulfillment, okay? And this it came together actually with Othala, which is unbelievable to me, because it says ancestral heritage, inheritance, home. So basically keeping, and this is incredible, because this is literally from my Scorpio side, where the Pluto is right now, right? Actually, I looked it up though, and so of course in Western astrology people say, and again, I'm not an astrologer, never claimed to be, never want to be. I'm just reading, and I know about the research and planets and whatever, astronomy and astrology. I don't know what's happened with my hair. Oh my God, because I bike like a maniac. So windy today. So I knew that Pluto wasn't in going in Aquarius. I knew it. I knew it because it was the identical, because if the previous one was literally then from Aquarius side, I knew, because for my Scorpio side it's the fourth house, right? But I in my gut and guts, I knew this was because the professor, now professor, associate professor, and who's younger by me from me, I mean younger than me, by the way. And so I can't believe this young, that's what I'm saying, these young people are this vicious narcissists are running the world, and they can now do whatever the heck they want. But no, 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 no. Now you are here with me and you are getting trained by me. And so I'm looking forward to have you in our circle, so I give you more techniques. So if you want to learn more about anything regarding my 3-step blueprint to get justice back, justice from earth and justice from the heavens, you need to hop over my courses and get the justice class, okay? Because that's literally that class, the course was born during the 3 times attack, during that Pluto shifts by these sudden group 3 people, group of vicious narcissists. So, and that's why the home came out. So I knew that Pluto was in Capricorn, and again I looked it up in the West, and of course yeah, Pluto is in Aquarius, going direct. No, I knew in my gut. That's what I'm saying. You don't have to follow astrology. It's in your gut. If you know what's going on in your life, if you really synthesize what's going on in your life, you don't need to astrology and where's Pluto. No, because it's wrong anyway. And I looked it really, really deeper. And in fact, not only, and I already made a video on that. It was not in English, in another language, but I will translate that into English, because I literally did I run my birth data through a scientific astronomy program. In a scientific observation laboratory, and I was stunned by the results, okay? And again, I followed the astronomy. I don't care about astrology of Western, is wrong anyway. And Vedic is a little bit, because it follows actually the transit of the moon, so it's a little bit more closer. But my experience with Vedic astrology is zero. It's totally not accurate, also 100% not accurate. But when I run it through, I knew that the astronomical placement, I knew that Pluto was in Capricorn, is currently still in Capricorn. I knew it. Why? Because my career is being challenged. That's how I knew, because I'm an Aries ascendant and Capricorn is my 10th house. So the last 15 years, as I mentioned, I've been fighting through the bosses and bosses and bosses. Through my entire career, I went through Pluto in my career house. You can't make this stuff up. I've been burned through bosses throughout my entire career. And this professor added into the mix, suggested me, again, without not knowing anything about anything, planets, whatever. I knew in my guts, I knew that it was an Aquarius. I knew it. I knew it. Because the other vicious people were not actively involved, and they were in the background. But the consequences was that. Do you see what I'm saying? That's how I knew in my guts and guts that this was Capricorn, that where Pluto is. And dun, 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 the true location of where Pluto is currently is in Capricorn. Full stop. And then I looked into Vedic, I knew it would be there, but it was, yes, also identical that Pluto is in Capricorn. So, again, as I keep saying it, don't follow fake astrologers, particularly, definitely not MJ. I mean, she's not an astrologer, but I'm just saying because she thinks she is. So probably she will steal that too. So if you hear any of these words that I'm saying, that's why you need to subscribe more and hit the like more so that more people see that my true work, it doesn't matter because I have the date. So you can fake the crap out. It doesn't matter because I have the original date, and that's by law what it is, that it's my original work. Okay, original work, original words, original sound, and everything else. Okay, so, and if you see this in other channels, know that is come from me. Okay, and so that's what I'm saying. You don't have to follow anything at all, just follow your life. Just follow your life and see what your life is saying, what your life is doing. What do you do, right? How do you overcome it? What did you learn for the last 15 years? Now, the empowerment comes in when I say, like in the past, maybe I would say, oh my God, and that's what she thought. That's why she thought her action will cause effect in me, like, oh my God, the professor said this to me. Oh my God, I have to back up now. Instead, because I developed as a leader in the meantime, I am just laughing. And that's what many people just don't get. That's your transformation. Have you transformed? I want you to double check. For the last 15 years, and again, I have lots of videos already where Pluto was in Capricorn in your sign, where Pluto is in Aquarius in your sign, tons of like videos. Look into the playlist. But if you just look back and see what did you do? How did you transform those challenging times? If you say, I have no idea, I haven't transformed anything, I can't imagine that you haven't. You have, I mean, you are growing, right? You're learning lessons. So what was the lesson for me? I laughed the crap out of her because when you just look at the sentences full of brilliant legal actions type from me, like in the silver platter, I can sue the heck out of her just because of her words. And not only that, ethically, absolutely unethical, and number two, illegal, unethical, and plus within these few sentences she completely contradicts herself. Like she says in one sentence, this is black and this is red, and you're like, what? And she thinks that she made a point. No, you just contradict yourself. In the same sentence, like you cannot make this stuff up. And you can tell, like, I mean, guys, it's just so funny to me. Like, what are these people thinking? This is narcissism 101 here, right? They think they got everything under control. They got everything. They are the best. They're the best writer. They're the best in everything. Like, you can tell that this was written in such an egomaniac way, like in a psychology, that the sentences were such a hot mess, like in a sense that, as I said, full of illegal, like completely legal disaster, completely unethical, and completely contradictory in one sentence. So that's why follow that what did you learn from this last 15 years, and this can help right now. In addition to that, Venjo suggests that keep the happiness, I know it's hard, I know, I mean, again, I saw this literally this morning, I think, and I just cannot believe the identical messages came out. Keep it gentle. Oh yeah, yes, now I know. Yesterday I looked in a different cards and that came out 2 times the same message of be gentle, like how be more easy, be more gentle. That was the message. And I'm like, what? Like, I can't do this right now, okay? And this is identical the message. Be don't lose your joy, don't lose your happiness. And that's what happened when I journal. I not journal literally, before the journaling, when we do this with Amber, in the inner royalty circle, before the journaling we do a technique, relaxation technique, and I added a few more. And that's how immediately my pain, my disturbances, my irregularity of my nervous system, it literally turns into smile and laughter immediately. And this is, then I start, like, literally we can start journaling before even the journaling started. It's unreal. Like, the happiness, the joy, and this is exactly what it's saying. Focus on the joy, focus on the happiness, focus on the fulfillment of life, because we learned the lesson and now we can even go about it, but with ease, with peace, not with anger, not with stress, because it hurts us, right? Like, literally, for me, this annual eye exam was so important because I was waiting for the whole year for that. And I said to myself, this time I really will like to be rested and then go, because of course your eyes are directly connected to your brain, and so that your vision is impacted, right, by your brain, by your migraine, by your lack of sleep. It gets sticky, gets blurry, right? And so that way I wanted to really be rested, but I couldn't, because I was so bothered, and I was thinking, should I say this, should I say that, should I do this or that, and then plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D, and how I go best about it. But the that goes back to you, because then your lack of sleep and these, and then thankfully my eye exam worked really, really well. Everything was amazingly fine, and I'm so happy about that. But what I'm saying is, here the card suggests that the heavens say, keep the joy, don't hurt yourself. And again, maybe this is really, really important to do together with me, together with Amber, together, all of us, to do the journaling and keep the happiness going up, keep the fulfillment, the joy, the happiness up, and at up level, because now we know what we can do. Now we know because we learned the lessons, but now we can rest in that and say, whatever comes at me, I can deal with that. In the past, maybe not, but now I can. And that's the happiness, fulfillment, and joy where we can derive that from, okay? And with Otala, about the ancestral heritage, inheritance, and home, is not only like, keep this as your ancestral, your inner home, as the truth, the happiness, the joy, the fulfillment as your core truth. That is you, the core truth, and nobody ever can change that. And we cannot allow people to change that. And that, I mean, I don't want to go there, because it doesn't matter. When I was just about to say, but again, I don't teach that. I don't say, the more happy we are, we can beat them, they get really angry, and we can motivate beat the heck out of them with our happiness, with our joy. No, that's BS. I'm not teaching that. That's totally uh, contradictory to what I'm teaching. We don't go by hatred. We don't go by, yeah, this is like, I will be happy so that you can be screwed, no. I'm happy because of me. My health goes down to the toilet, okay? So I like to keep my happiness, my balance, because again, my work schedule was totally messed up. I could eat the wall. I was so angry. I was shocked. I was angry. I was like, what? No, no, I don't want to deal with this. Like, what on earth is this? Okay. And I was so sad for that senior woman, for this elderly who is suffering under all of these narcissists. Now, a professor narcissist. Like, when will this end? My entire career, I had these professor narcissists all the time in every country that I've been, my entire career, in all Ivy Leagues, and all of them professors, narcissists, like full-blown pathological narcissists, my entire career. That's why I will never ever let anyone say anything or do anything, because I, unlike the stealer, the cheaters, like literally was like going through so much to get what I achieved. Do you really believe that, or does anyone believe that I will let any cuckoo to get my entire life's effort smashed, stolen by MJ, stolen by the fake psychologist, by fake tarot reader from Germany, like this fairy tale living in London, cannot even speak English. But those, what? Of course not. Because it's my inheritance, my inner home is my happiness, is my joy, is my fulfillment, and that's period. And that's the empowerment. And look at this identical message from yesterday that came out twice. Be gentle in this. And get what came out? I am gentle. I cannot make this stuff. That's why I knew I had to do this video. I am gentle. 72. 7 plus 2 is 9. Really chapter closing and chapter ending. The chapters are ending with dealing with these people, because we know exactly what to do. Hear your inner voice, your inner lessons that you learned in that area, because that's our inherited, our inner home. Okay. Then we have these two came together again, another rune card, Jera this time. I love these so much. Beautiful. And this is harvest reward cycle. I can't make this stuff up. Together came together with what? I am cheerful. Guys, I just cannot make this stuff up. I actually can't. Like with the happiness, with Benju, right? With the Benju, with the happiness, joy, fulfillment, and keeping this our inner truth, with the gentleness, being gentle with ourselves, and gentle throughout the process, and think gently. Think not like I can eat the wall like I had, but now just be gentle into this and ease into it. And I felt it today. While I was waiting in the waiting room in the hospital. I was literally like, I just felt like eased into it. And this is exactly what we need, okay? No more eating the walls, because again, the journaling and with us together in the inner royalty circle. This will totally help you, okay? And the result is what? Reward harvest cycle, and I'm cheerful. I don't want to say we will win, but that's not the point. But the point is our happiness will come back. Again, justice will be served so long you do the justice class, the blueprint of justice on earth, justice from the heavens. That's exactly what will be, okay? So long we do the first initial steps. Then and I want to show you on the bottom. I cannot make this stuff up, guys. I actually can't. And the bottom, as you know, this is a 78 card mix with my I am affirmations, which I'm calling my core affirmations. I mixed them with my rune cards. That's why this is so thick, okay? And in the bottom, and that's why I'm saying when the rune card comes out, it's very powerful. And the bottom, we have another rune card. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 rune cards, okay? And this is dun, 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 Hagalas. Disruption, hail, transformation. I actually cannot make this stuff up. By the way, when you get my rune cards, get it for the holidays, you will get a free ebook to explanation, more detail what all these rune card means. I love my rune card because I made them Viking style, which I absolutely love since my childhood, okay? And so Hagalas, disruption, hail, transformation. This is the transformation from through this disruption. Unreal, guys, unreal. Oh my God, yep. Oh my God, I want to show you. Look at this. I see that smile comes back, right? Because underneath we have I'm beautiful. I am beautiful. I am beautiful. And underneath, look at this, guys. Just stay with that. Stay with that. And we have, I cannot make that. My favorites, guys. My favorites. Fehu. Fehu. I just cannot believe this, okay? Wealth, abundance, prosperity. I knew it. I knew it. Why? Because when I said you have to take my justice blueprint class, I didn't mention I wanted to, but say, okay, maybe it doesn't matter here so much the abundance class, my one-step blueprint. And here it is. Take my abundance class. Take my abundance class. I want to do something favor for you. This because this is my countdown towards my my birthday. I will give you, because I believe the abundance class is the same price with my inner royalty circle. And if you, I would say to get most benefit, I just think because I remember it's the identical price. So instead of going, just take the class, go into the circle if you want, of course. You can do either way. But if you want to get the benefit and just you can get there, and I will give you the class half price. How about that? That would be a good deal, isn't it? So if you get into the inner royalty class tonight, then I will give you the abundance class. But you have to, when you enroll, send me a note, send me a message and say, I want to have the abundance class, and I will give you this half off. How about that? It's okay? Sounds good? Good. Awesome. Unbelievable. So the results are good. So long we do our homework, that's why I'm saying I think we all need to be in my inner royalty circle to get this. This is very, very assuring for me, because I think I'm on the right track on this. Keep ourselves calm, gentle, and don't think vicious stuff. Like, don't think poisonous stuff. Don't poison our soul. This is the message, okay? Now, for my affirmations for my own life, my own words, this is a 44 card deck. And I call them my rock star cards, because these cards are the summary of the entire table, of the entire message, all the time. If you follow me for some time, you know that. It is 2 plus 26. 2 plus 6 is 8. Okay, abundance and transformation. Exactly what this is. This is the transformation towards our abundance. So long we keep ourselves gentle and happy, okay, as our inner truth. And we can do this together in our inner royalty circle. And this is, look at this, yep. 100% my reading. I stand up to people who are yet to be strong to stand up for themselves, like that elderly, that senior, right? I am grounded, calm, loving, powerful, and peaceful and powerful at all times. What? I swear, this is the summary of everything I just said for 50 minutes. I am telling you, these are literally like if you want to call oracle or predictive. I mean, that's why I call them my rock star cards. From my own life, my own words that I kept saying to myself. Look at this, the summary. I read this again. I stand up to people who are yet to be strong to stand up for themselves. I am grounded, calm, loving, peaceful, yet powerful at all times. I'm gentle. I'm cheerful. I'm beautiful. How gentle is this, okay? I'm gentle, I'm cheerful, I am beautiful. And that leads to all of the, yet powerful, right? Powerful. We have Venju, Othala, Jera, and we have Hagalas, right? Powerful transformation. Very much peaceful, gentle, loving, calm, right? Yet powerful at all times. What on the bottom is number 12. 1 plus 2 is 3. Communication, gentle communication. And this is, I am free to fly high. Oh my God, my favorite in this card deck. I am free to fly high. Guys, this is the assurance that nothing bad will happen. This will all be, we have Venju, we have Fehu, we have Jera. I am free to fly high. Very, very freedom, powerful out. I said freedom, and what we receive from the heavens is freedom. 34, 3 plus 4 is 7, freedom. I am free to fly high, freedom. Get my freedom t-shirt. I have 2 styles of freedom t-shirt. Three styles. Get my freedom t-shirt. Unfortunately, right now it's politicized, but I had this before in my Etsy store, the freedom t-shirts, my styles, because I believe in freedom. But unfortunately, this is now politicized. But yeah, I am free to fly high. Freedom. I am stunned by this, guys. I am stunned. Okay, and the bottom, look at this. And the bottom, this is a 63 card deck. My beautiful, gentle, I will receive angel cards, but I do have the identical messages in a little smaller than this size in black, with both the same messages but with bold symbols, beautiful bold symbols. But and those called the treasure chest. So coming, I will receive from the treasure chest if you don't believe in angels. But I love my beautiful gentle angel cards, and this is number 28. 2 plus 8 is 10, reduced down to 1. The first, like literally brand new beginning with a visitor. We get from the heavens a visitor. This can be an earth angel. This can be an actual angel in a form of of anybody. It can be in any form, and when you know the Islamic faith, that's you everybody knows that. So it can be an angel come into multiple forms to you, but it can be actually also a visitor that actually brings in I literally come to my mind the ticket. I was just about to say the ticket to freedom, the ticket to be, oh my God. Okay, now the electricity is on. Whew! Oh my God, I was just so close to my phone got shut down. So we'll give the ticket to freedom. Let me know in the comments who this person is, okay? And now let's move to our gratitude affirmations. These again are from my own words, from my own life. 44 card, and this is number 5. And this is saying, I'm sorry, the first that came out is number 3, and this was in the bottom of the deck, okay? So number 3 came out again. We have number 3 here. Actually 1 plus 2 is 3. We have here, oh, I'm beautiful is actually 21. 2 plus 1 is 3. And this is number 3, and says, I am grateful that I have a loving, caring family. Our hearts are full with love, with the exchange of love and care. I am loved. So again, I read this again. My eyes getting better with the blurriness, but I am grateful that I have a loving, caring family. Care twice. Family, okay? Our hearts, and in Othala, the inheritance home, thinking of the inner family, the inherited family, the true family, the core family, meaning also the people who are you can consider as your family. I am grateful that I have a loving, caring family. Maybe also to believe, if your family is not a loving, caring family, to just have the gratitude. This is the gratitude affirmation, to say the gratitude. Maybe that's the kicker. That's the trick. If you ask me how I'm supposed to be happy, be gentle with all of the horrible stuff that's going on, maybe this is the guidance. Maybe this is to say there are so many horrible families, and my family is actually in the core and core, heart and hearts, and focusing on the goodness of the family, maybe that can be the way we can have this ability to be happy, be joyful and fulfilled, and be gentle within ourselves in our speaking, because we have a lot of threes, like communication, maybe gentle in our communication, because it says here, I stand up to people. This is literally this, right? I stand up to people who are yet to be strong, to stand up for themselves. I am grounded, calm, loving, peaceful, yet powerful at all times. Like the gentleness in the communication, maybe to think about the inheritance, the home, the ancestral inherited home, and our home and the family, the gentleness that we actually have a family, like we have a mother, we have a father, we have siblings. Many people don't have these things, and maybe just to see maybe the goodness in this. It can be hard, very hard. Depends on who are the hurting ones, right? If the people who are not the ones, the family, that they're the ones that are the hurting people, the guidance here to focus on having the great family. And if the people are the family who are the ones that are hurting you, then this is still focusing on the goodness of the people, of the core of the family. Because again, if you wouldn't have these parents, you wouldn't be here on this earth. If you wouldn't have the siblings who are maybe vicious, who are maybe are the problem causers, whatever, then these is maybe this is for your highest good, for your transformation. I know it's tough, I know it's hard, but still this is the guidance here. That's the gratitude affirmations purpose, and that will calm us down. That's why it's important to look into the to the bottom of the deck, because I was still not convinced 100%. So the bottom of the deck is number 5 and says, I'm grateful for every breath. Yep. And that, yep, exactly. I love this. I love this so much. And I wrote this because after my breath was taken away in 2019, January 2019, overseas, through this horrendous respiratory virus, which I believe was some sort of COVID. It was a version of COVID, and I caught this on the airport in overseas. At Istanbul airport, there was still the old airport, was so sticky, so small, so hot, and you could feel that there was something in the air. I could feel it, I could sense it, and I was so like burning red, was so hot, and I've never seen the airport so hot. And I even said, like, why is this so hard? And people were saying, I have no idea. So they were because Istanbul airport is the one, because I had a connection flight to Germany, and so I was waiting for, I don't know, 1.5, 2 hours or something, and the Istanbul airport was so full because it connects the east and the west, and there are tons of people from all over the world, and I knew that I caught it from there. In any case, that for 4 weeks, my vacation was 4 weeks, and for 4 weeks I was in bed. I was hospitalized 3 times. I couldn't breathe through my nose, I couldn't breathe through my lungs, I couldn't speak, I had no voice, and I was given oxygen. So for me, I was like, okay, and one time I had the crises. I really said, okay, because my lungs shut down, my nose shut down, and I just couldn't scream for help. And I said to myself, okay, that's it. I am going to die right now, right here, through suffocation. And that was the moment. I can still feel emotional. That was the medical PTSD I was talking about. That later on, it lingered years and years and years and years, and that's why I'm saying it was a sort of like a horrendous respiratory virus. That's why many people think that PTSD is just a trauma of psychological trauma. But that's why I have so many articles about medical PTSD. I developed a severe medical PTSD after that. That turned into panic attack. Every time I couldn't breathe, I panicked the heck out of me. I had so many issues. I couldn't go to regular like dentists or MRIs or whatever, because the panic attack would kick in out of nowhere, and it took me years to. That's why I'm saying, like, the scientist total health transformation protocol came through that my ability with nothing could help, nothing. I literally worked on this for 2 years. I mean, more than 2 years, but the kicker was the last 2 years that I could not believe that I overcame my panic attack, my PTSD, medical PTSD. I absolutely zero, don't have any issues anymore of panic attack or breathing or something and that allowed me last year to fly back to Europe again, which took me 1 year to overcome, mentally, that what if that will happen or something like this, like the anxiety of something may have happened or something in air. But I was able to overcome it. I was able to fly, no problems. And from that day on, I'm like, I'm good. And that's, my friend, tell this to an MD. Tell this to a freaking professor. No medications, no nothing. My technique only. Because as you know, I'm a scientist. I experiment everything myself first before I come on and talk about nonsense just to gain clicks and subscribers and whatever. That's liability. That's freaking liability. I don't care about your disclaimer. This is entertainment purposes only. Take what resonates. No, sir. No, ma'am. It doesn't work that way. Okay? Ethically, you also, legally and ethically, you have responsibility when you come on here and talks about some stuff. Okay? So, I read this. I am grateful for every breath I can inhale and exhale. That's what we do in our inner royalty circle every day. Breathe in and breathe out. Being able to breathe is the most valuable asset in life. I am fulfilled. I am fulfilled. That's where the joy is. That's where the joy comes from. Not only grateful for having a family, but grateful that we are alive. I can cry right now. No one on this planet Earth can ever do anything to take away our happiness, our joy. Why? So long I can breathe, I am free to fly high. That's it. That's all what we need, these two things. Only, that's what I love. Do you see from my words, my life? That's it. We only need these cards. My life, my words. This is it. I should have just pulled these two, okay? Maybe from now on I will just pull these two. All we need to do is to be happy that we are alive. That's it, my friend. Period, full stop. I don't even know if I should continue because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's the point. That, as I looked up, was 11114, like 1114, my birthday. I cannot make this stuff up, guys. I cannot make this stuff up. This is it. That's, I probably will not do anything else. Yep. I just want to say, the last is my what's it called? Oh my God, archetype. Okay, archetypes. Which archetype should we embody to be successful during this period? Is 2 came out, and that is number 20. Powerful, the route numbers. 2 plus 0 is 2. The inspirational leader. Did you see that? Okay, does it make sense? Nelson Mandela plus my favorite of all times, Joan of Arc. Number 1, the warrior. Like, didn't I keep saying Aries will lead the world now for next until 2033? Let's be the leader for our own life. Aries is all about freedom. My dad is an Aries. My mom is an Aries. I'm an Aries ascendant. We are all about, and I'm a Scorpio. Like, we are all freedom freaks, okay? Joan of Arc, the warrior of our own lives. We are the warrior. We are the inspirational leader. And on the bottom, I cannot make this stuff up, guys. Another 12. Listen, we had 21, right? So this is 12. I'm free to fly high. We have the bottom is the revolutionary Rosa Parks. I'm telling you. Rosa Parks, the Civil War is coming. We talked about this, right? The revolutionary, the leader, the warrior, and the inspirational leader. Do you see 3 times the leadership? And we have, again, 2 plus 1 is 21. We have 12, and we have I'm beautiful 21. So you tell me 2s and 3s, right? 2 people, 3 people. It's just insane. The number 3 is something on with the number 3, okay? And so I leave it here. It was unbelievably powerful. I just and again, 1/14/14, my birthday. This is literally like, oh my God, very nice, beautiful gift for my birthday. So we are counting down towards my birthday now, literally less than a month. I'm just so jazzed up when my birthday month comes on. So I feel like celebrating for a whole month. So I will do something special again this year for my birthday. So I will just announce something, maybe, I don't know, what should I do? Some bonuses for you. But this countdown towards my birthday should be special. And my birthday, let's do something special and celebrate together. How about that? Okay, so yeah, give me ideas. What do you want me to actually do? Okay, what bonuses do you want? What do you need? Amber literally told me, I mean, whatever I did apparently was literally what she needed. And so you can tell me, what do you need, so I can think about what I can offer. Okay, so thank you so much, guys. I really hope this was helpful. It was so helpful for me. My God, I love my cards. Like, I just love my cards. Thank you so much from the heavens as well for really helping me to just calm myself down and get the identical messages and exactly what we need to do. And there you go. Bye bye, guys.